All right. So, like I said, I'm going to go straight into it to see how we can implement AI in your business. A lot of things under marketing. So, what I'm going to do is quickly run through the functionalities of the CRM itself, the actual AI employee, because one thing I want to tell you all, there's only one question I get in different shape or form. Will AI take our jobs? Right? So the answer is yes and no. AI will not directly take their jobs, but a person using AI will, because a person using AI will run faster than them, will be smarter than them, can leverage and do things better than them. So there's a lot of chance they'll lose their job to another person who uses AI. So similarly, in the small business world, your competitor might be crappy at what they do, but they are more famous and they get more leads just because they show up more. It's a numbers game, right? So as a business, I think we all should understand how things work. And if your foundation is not right and then you introduce AI, you can spiral down very, very quickly. I want to reiterate this. You need the foundation right. And on top of it, when you fuel AI, that's when you can scale. So I've been in the CRM space for 18 months now. Now the foundation is set for me and my clients. So now what we are introducing is a very, very power packed AI engine to generate leads. So using 4 different bots, exactly what Shiram had asked. If you want to try and connect with just mining companies in Queensland, you can give the keywords, you can give the exact location. It'll scrape through LinkedIn and Google and find all the contact information, their contact information from publicly available databases, and it can do all the research for you, draft the email, click and send. So you can literally do prospecting within minutes using AI in very, very targeted. So we will not be introducing these AIs for people who just come on board or who just ask for that. We need to set up the foundation right to make sure when the lead comes in, you've got the pipeline to manage it, you've got a process in place to nurture them, you've got a process in place to convert them. So that's very, very important to set the foundation right. So today we're going to look at foundational AI to get more leads, to nurture your leads and convert your leads. How can we use AI for different things? The reason I'm doing a series of workshops this month is because of this offer, because this is a US based CRM. They've got this 30-day free trial for AI employees, which we will look at greater detail today. And that offer ends on the 1st of September. Okay, so we can make sure from the day you sign up, you get 30 days of free trial. We want people to make the most of it. That's why we've got these series of workshops happening right now. So, like I said, this CRM Power Packed with AI was built with one particular idea in mind, which is consolidate all your marketing platforms into one subscription, because each of you know how much you pay for multiple subscriptions, and all these tools are very dissected. They don't speak to each other. So you want to have a streamlined, flow of information from the first touch point until they become your client. Once they become your client, how do you retain them? How do you upsell them? How do you add more value to them? So that's a whole fly growth wheel, that's called. So that's what the CRM allows. Okay. So the marketing, because this is basically a marketing CRM and most of you need help with marketing. So when we go into marketing, you can connect your Facebook, Instagram, Google My Business, LinkedIn. So in LinkedIn, you can connect your LinkedIn personal profile and your LinkedIn business page. Whereas other platforms like Facebook, you cannot connect your personal profile, you can only connect your business pages. And then you can connect your TikTok, YouTube, Pinterest, and you can build communities inside, like your school community or WhatsApp groups and Facebook groups. You can build your own community inside this whole platform. So you can schedule post. You can, if you have a VA or an offshore team or even an in-house team, you want to review the content before it gets published. They have the option to basically send it to someone for approval. And once they approve, it gets posted. And similar to any other email marketing platform you've used, like MailChimp, MailerLite, ActiveCampaign, whatever, all these functionalities are present here. The good thing about this one is because you have all your contact list and forms and everything in this particular platform, you can trigger automations. For example, if you're part of a chamber of commerce, okay, for example, I'm part of ATCC. So I should set up an automation called ATCC. So when someone gives me a business card, in a networking meeting. All I have to do is take my CRM app on my phone and scan the business card. It will extract the name, email, phone number, and it'll save them as a contact. Then what I have to do, I have to categorize them as an ATCZ member. That's where I met them. I met them at the chamber. I met them at a BNI, whatever, wherever you all meet, regularly what you do. And once you add a tag called ATCC or BNI, it'll send a specific personalized email. Hey, Jitin, it was lovely to meet you at ATCC meeting today. I loved our brief conversation. This is a little bit about what I do. And if I would love to know more about your business, we set up a call based on your availability? This is my booking link. So two things happens there. You don't have a business card sitting on your work desk or on your handbag that never gets into any portal. So you have got your prospect or lead or referral partner or affiliate or whoever in your CRM, and your details are in their inbox. So next time you target them, it's easier because you're not a cold contact, you are a warm lead. Okay. So all these automations can be done within the CRM itself. So you can have different campaigns that run. So if you have an ebook that someone downloads, what do you do with that? If someone downloads an ebook in my thing called AI ebook, I know they're interested in AI. So the next 10 days, I will target them to funnel them into an offer that's relevant to AI. If someone downloads my social media strategy book, I will target my 10-day workflow to target them to my marketing offer that I've got, right? So it's clearly guiding the person to do what you want them to do based on what action they've taken. So you map your complete journey like that. So you can do that entire email marketing here. In terms of website, you can build and host complete websites here. If you don't want to pay for website hosting, lots of plugins for other websites. You don't have to pay that. I used to pay $297 US just for the sales funnel functionality with ClickFunnels. So this is just one tab in this entire beast. Okay. And then you can have blogs, you can have individual client portals, you can have course dashboards. So you don't have to pay for Kajabi or Katra eye-watering amounts. You can have forms, surveys, quizzes, AI chat widgets that we're going to have a look at, and QR codes. So with QR codes, you can do a lot. You can either redirect the QR code to a landing page or a form to capture someone's name, email, phone number. Or nowadays, fancy for expo or stall holders, expo conference sponsors, what we do is keyword automation, right? So when someone scans the QR code and say, okay, if I'm going to tell them, just send me the word sponsor and I will send you the sponsor pack information. So when someone scans the QR code, it opens your messaging app, auto populates the keyword called sponsor. So when someone sends it, what do you have? You have their phone number already come into your CRM. So the workflow will start and say, hey, thank you so much for your interest in our sponsor package information. To make sure I address you right, what's your first name? Okay. So once they get their first name, the contact field is updated. And then thank you so much, Jitin. What's the best email to send you the sponsor pack? It gives them the email, it updates the contact with the email, and then they'll get a link to download the sponsor pack in their email. Okay. So you can gamify it. Jitin loves to gamify it. So you can gamify it if you want. So there's lots of creative ways that you can do with QR code automation than just sending them to a form and capturing information. So these are some of the things that the tool can do. There's so much more.
Thanks you, Priya. So now I need a brave volunteer who wants to figure out their brand voice. If you already have a brand voice that's well and good, you can actually verify it if we have telling you or our AI is telling you the accurate information. So all I need from you is a website link. So what we are going to do is we are going to see how AI is working, tfchoice.com.au. So I have no idea what this business is. So what I'm going to do now is going to marketing and go to brand board, and I'm going to create a brand voice for you. So this is what you actually would go and do with a copywriter, ideally. So let's do that. So I'm going to paste that website in here and click continue, and let's see what AI will come back with. So ideally it would go and look at your website and come back with your target audience, who you are serving and what you are solving, the problems that you're solving and such. So if you think home buyers, property investors, business owners, and individuals seeking tailored loan, do you think these are your target audience? Would you accurate? Yeah, that's great. And your brand does to guide clients through a complexities of financial lending and investment, sourcing appropriate loan product. Would that be accurate?
Yeah, it
Huh?
is.
So this is what you probably would pay a lot of money to a copywriter to come up with this. So you spend all your time to figure this out. So that's great. So now you know this is how your brand voice looks to AI and to the world. And this is like a starting point. And if you want to like upgrade or improve your brand voice, if you want to add few things, you can just go in here and add details here so that you can evolve your brand voice. What it can do is it can act as a knowledge base when you create like an AI assistant. So let's build a business for you. Okay. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to create a new website. And here, what I would do is that I'll search for mortgage broker loan product. Would that be something that there are so many choices? So I'm going to go with this mortgage broker. I mean, this is a demo. So,
Okay.
so we have like a mortgage broking website. In 5 minutes, we have a website now, right? So you can go in and edit and or do all those things. And if you want to change a picture or something like that, what you can do is that you can go here and you think like this picture is not good. Then you go ask AI to create an image. Spell today, can broker image. Whatever. So I'm not even doing any prompt engineering. I'm just giving a keyword here and let's see what AI would come back. This is probably not good for you. This is a male mortgage broker, but if you're happy with this, you can continue. Otherwise, you can regenerate it. So we can go and regenerate and then say that female mortgage broker, and then it will come back with something else. So this is how easy it is for you to like set up a website, but we are not talking about website. So website is a place where you can actually host one of your AI bots, right? Let's imagine that we have created this website, and then once the website is done, we go into settings. And the first step is that we enable a chat widget. So we have enabled the chat widget here, and now we can go and set that up. So we go to AI agents here and conversation AI, and this is the widget that we have enabled. And here we can go to brand voice, and then you can pick your brand voice that we just created. And all of the information that we got from your website can now be used by this bot. So all we have to do is like save that, and then we go to training, and we can ask, hi, and it would come back. Yeah. And then we can ask what services do you offer? And you can see that it is telling about trusted financial choice and all the things that we got from the brand voice. So we took only like less than 10 minutes to set up a website, have a web AI chatbot. And this is just the beginning. And you can always add additional instructions and make it even better. So just want to emphasize that this is how easy and fast for you to get started, even if you are like a starting new. But since you already have a brand voice and you know what exactly you're doing, it makes things easier. So this is the one part of our AI employee. So this AI employee never sleeps. It works for you 24/7, even if you are not working, not even if some of the visitors are coming to your website at after office hours, they can still have this chat. And if you go, this is a site. So this is the homepage. So you go here and then you can see this chat widget here and people can come in and have a chat. And we set it up in 5 minutes. And now you can also go back and set up a calendar, which is also part of this same system. You go in here, create a new calendar. We already have a test calendar. So once you set this calendar up and if you connect your Outlook calendar or Google calendar or something like that, it would actually take the live availability from that calendar and this will get updated. And what you can do is that you can go back to your AI agent, either voice or chatbot. Voice also is very similar, very easy to set up. And you go in and tell that I also want to book an appointment as well. And then all you have to do is that toggle this on and select that calendar. And then you can ask, can you tell me available dates to book an appointment? And this would come back with a few dates options like I'm available on this and this date. So for that, I think I need to give my name first, and then it would also ask an email because these are the questions that we are asking. So let me give my email as well. So now, because you can also ask more questions if you want to. If you have questions related to mortgage broking, you can ask that questions and it will collect. Once that questions are been answered, it is coming back with a couple of options for the dates. So I'm going to say tomorrow 9 works. And then it would go and book an appointment. So 9 a.m. just to confirm, yes, that's all right. Yes, all set. So appointment is set. Now, if you go to our calendar and look at the appointment view, you would see an appointment set for tomorrow at 9 a.m. So all of this is pretty straightforward, pretty easy to set up. Yeah, can you run multiple business using one CRM system? You can run multiple business using CRM, one account that you see here, but after a while, it can get really confusing. But if you can keep everything organized within the system with tags and all that, it would work, but it's not really recommended. So we have multiple brands we run. I have multiple brands I run as well. So I usually keep one account for each of the brands so that everything kind of stays separate. But it is possible if you really want to do it. What's the public facing website for this application? Capture.com is our website.
So yeah, Capture, like I said, really started a few months ago to convert every handshake, every connection. How can we do that? So the first thing what we started was running virtual summits. So virtual summits are virtual conferences where every speaker gets to position themselves as a speaker. So we have a 28-day training with AI prompts that'll tell them how to position themselves as speaker, how to market, how to prepare their slide deck, how to create bonuses, how to create lead magnets. So 28 days leading up to the summit, there's a structured training that every speaker goes through. And after, the beauty of the virtual summit is every speaker gets access to each other's audience. If I'm speaking, I bring 20 people. If Jitin comes, Jitin brings 30 people, then I still have access to Jitin's audience because they all came to the summit, right? So you grow your email list. So after the summit happens in 60 days, we actually tell them how to nurture them, how to convert them using AI prompts as well. So we did one summit, Chaos to Clarity, with 8 speakers and I think 105 attendees or more. So that was great. So now we've got Women Empowerment Summit for women speakers, AI and Automation Summit for AI and Automation, and one more called Ascend for people who have never spoken on stage. And now we've been approached by different organizations to act as their technical implementation partner to host their summits and conferences as well. So that's keeping us busy. Apart from that, we do 100 other things, but AI is the buzzword. AI is needed. It's no longer a nice to have or a desire. It has become a need. So I'm sure you've seen Jitin's demo on how you can build a brand board and how you can do things. So now what I'm going to show you is Google reviews. So Google review management or reputation management. But this is my brand. Like I said, I have my own business. Jitin has his own business, and this is our partnered project Capturer. So this is my CRM company called Pivot to Thrive, and I've set up AI to respond to reviews. So this itself can be sold. If there's any marketing agencies in the room, if there are any website agencies in the room, you can use HighLevel as another source of income because it's got all these features and functionalities that you can sell, apparently 140 that you can dissect and sell. So you don't have to sell the whole CRM. You can take one feature. So Google Review Management is one such feature where you can sell or you can grow your business using Google reviews. So here it gives you a dashboard on how many invites has been sent, how many reviews are received, and how are the reviews. I'm going to go to these widgets because this is important. Your website can be on Square or Wix or WordPress or wherever. You can embed this live feed of Google review. So you can have different models. You can have different views of your widget and you can plug it in with a code inside your website to see. So allied health has, restrictions due to APRA, or you can have some compliance like ESSA. So it is still compliant to place the widget with a little blurb that you write because APRA does not allow you to pick and choose reviews. Whereas this one, it's a live feed. Even if you get a 1-star nasty review, people will still see it. So you write a little blurb. So if you believe your industry has compliance and challenges, you can literally overcome by having a little blurb and embedding this widget. And then you can basically request for reviews using SMS or emails. So you can make it as part of your process. Say, for example, if someone completes a job, so you've got your sales pipeline mapped out. If someone buys a product, so he comes home, sprays the pest, goes back and logs the job as complete, immediately it'll trigger an automation to request a Google review on SMS and on their email. So once they click, then they can give a 5-star review. They can write things and so on. Now, most of the reviews, what happens is people generally just say, hey, thank you so much for your kind words. We were glad we were able to help, right? So that's all we say manually and as humanly as possible. So, what is the advantage of having an AI respond to your review? Like for an allied health practitioner, I had auto response turned on. She called screaming, Priya, I cannot have response to my reviews according to APRA compliance. So I had to turn it off for her. So depending on the business, you can turn it off, turn it on, or you can have the suggestive one, meaning the AI will give you a blurb. It'll suggest some things because some people like to know what's being posted. So it will suggest some review and then you can tweak it and you can post it. I've got auto response turned on because I don't want to do things manually. And I've got this set up as 5 minutes. So once a review is posted in 5 minutes, I will get I to respond. Similarly, like how Jitin showed different bots that you can create for chatbots, even for Google reviews, you can have different avatars to respond to your reviews. It could be solution oriented, it could be empathetic, and it could be optimistic, or it could be very, very professional. So, however you want the bot to respond, you can choose that right bot and it will respond to all your reviews. It'll summarize it, and you can also set up what keywords you want to rank high for. So, in terms of SEO, this will really, really help you grow. So, SEO, I do want to mention now the landscape with SEO is changing. I don't think businesses need to have a heavy focus on, Google rankings anymore because a lot of people or the trend is going to Chat GPT and asking questions. So the AI summary on top of Google search and Chat GPT results are more validated these days than, Google rankings. So the SEO landscape is changing very, very faster. So if you are one of those people who are very, very concerned about SEO, I would ask you to rethink your strategies on how you can rank higher using AI. So that's about the review automation that you can do. So talking about reviews, if it's a trades business or somebody who's always on calls, like I can never pick up my call these days. So what happens, there's an option called missed call text back. Okay. So when someone calls, especially trades, they are on the tools all the time. So if I want to work with an electrician, I go to Google Maps and say, electricians in West End. And then I pick up a number, I call them. No answer. What happens? I go to the next one, right? So I try two people and third people then picks up, he doesn't pick up the phone, but once I cut the call, I get a text saying, hey, sorry, we missed your call. How can we help? So if I say, hey, I've got a leakage in my kitchen sink. Can you come and look? So the tradie will have a look during his break and send a text. Can I give you a call at 3 p.m.? And she'll be like, yeah, that's done. So that's the missed opportunity. Otherwise, you would have not got that lead. So these are little things that you can implement in your business today to make sure your opportunities are not missed. Okay. So that's about the reputation management. Now, Jitin did speak about the brand board creation. I'm going to show you live how you can implement it using content AI, how you can create content using AI. So this is typically my social planner with all my things. And it's like my mechanic's car is broken. I have not posted anything since May 7. So you go here, you can either create a post manually, you can add an image, you can add your stuff, and you can send it to somebody for approval because I started off with GoHighLevel for this one offer. This is how I started because I was doing business mentoring with done for you marketing for clients. So to do this done for you marketing for clients, so my VAs used to use Notion, they used to use Google Docs, they used to use Canva, 10 different tools for getting the approval from the client and scheduling and posting. So we were paying for so many different tools. It was all distorted and it solved that one problem. It's for this one problem that I onboarded myself onto the platform. And during the free trial, I signed 5 clients, never looked back. Okay, this has changed my life and my client's life. So that's why I believe in it so much. So you can create a post using AI. So once you go content AI, you can choose what you want to do. So say, for example, I'm going to choose LinkedIn and I'm going to use brand voice, but this one, I'm not sure if it's the right one. I'm going to create a LinkedIn post to say 5 top AI tools for small businesses in Australia. So you have to give context. What is the objective? Is educational post with CTA to book a demo with me. Okay. And you can ask how many other variations you want. It's a 3 variations I'm asking. So I'll go and hit generate. So the AI would generate the text. AI can also generate images. I'm not a big fan of the images it generates, so I still use other AI tools and Canva to use for the image generation. However, you still have the opportunity to create relevant images for any social media content you have here. So it's talking about looking to supercharge your Australian small business with the power of AI. You've got different tools, and different tools. See, I did not mention tools inside High Level or something. So it's given me so many different things. So you can give the prompt. Like I always say, AI is only as good as the information you feed and the questions you ask. So you have to make sure you give the right information, but you can see the content, not bad at all. I can go continue and I can select what account I want to post. For example, it's LinkedIn, and then I can generate an image or attach an image. So I'm going to go upload from media library. Okay, I'll go generate image using AI, and you have to describe your image. AI tools. See, so random. I told you. That's why I don't like this one. But for now, I'm going to choose him. Let him be my stuff. So what you can do, you can go here. And if I click post, it'll now be posted onto my LinkedIn profile. However, I can schedule things as a recurring post. I can schedule this post for some other time, or I can send post for approval. Okay, today I've sent 2 posts to approval for Atulya. So I want to post it tomorrow morning. If Atulya approves, it'll go 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. So now Atulya will get an email saying you have content to approve. So if she approves it, then it gets posted. If she rejects with feedback, then it comes back to me and I have to go in and fix it and send it. So it's as simple as that to create content. You have all these AI employees who will work without mood swings during full moon. You don't want to talk to me. So most of us have this moon cycle phase. I have it on an extra level. AI employee works efficiently 24/7. So you don't have to pay for extra hours. So the way, present it to small business owners is you don't have to fire your staff to have an AI employee. So if you have a manned reception or if your business relies heavily on picking up the phone and bookings, I would say your staff or employee or yourself can only pick up one call at a time as humanly as possible. So you can set up AI to pick up the overflow calls. You can set up AI to pick up calls after hours. You can set up the AI to pick up during public holidays. So there are so many ways how you can set up when and how you want it managed. That's why I said it's not a desire or a nice to have stuff anymore, but you can pick and choose how you want to use it ethically that aligns with your brand values. You're like, okay, I don't want a bot to pick up my phone, but I would love a chat bot. I would love to get the brand board. I would love to have a voice. I would love to create content using AI. So these are the front end customer service, business growth related, stuff with AI that you can do. The SEO landscape is changing very quickly. There were strategies to rank high on Google searches, but these days people rely heavily on AI inputs. The traditional SEO approaches are not working anymore. People rely so much on AI results. So my client signed a client 2 weeks ago because ChatGPT mentioned her as the best mindset coach in Sydney. So they were like, oh, ChatGPT said you are the best mindset coach in Sydney. So that's why I contacted you. And ChatGPT edified her better than what she would project or brand herself. So that's why I said if your business is heavily relying on SEO, just look at alternate strategies on how you can rank higher with the AI searches as well. It's good to be aware of where the technology is pivoting or moving towards, so you can be an early adopter and change your business towards that. 5 things that we will do using.
Yeah, how are you?
Hi there. I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. How about you?
I'm doing great, thank you.
Here are the available appointment slots. On Monday, the 1st of September at 9 a.m., 11 a.m., and 12:30 p.m. On Tuesday, the 2nd of September at 9 a.m., 11 a.m., and 12:30 p.m. On Wednesday, the 3rd of September at 9 a.m., 11 a.m., and 12:30 p.m. Let me know which one works best for you. Here are the availability at 10 a.m. Would any of these work for you?
Okay, let's do 10 a.m.
I see we have your email as jippins123@gmail.com. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Your appointment is confirmed for Friday, the 5th of September.
Thank you so much for your time. Bye.
You're very welcome. Thank you for reaching out.
Right. And that's one of
So
our voice AI.
yeah, which he set up during the boot camp last week. And he also set up a fancy bot to write blog post. If you just call and say, hey, I want a blog on this particular topic, you can see a rough blog post written as well. All right. So let's quickly recap. What did we do? What did we do? So we discussed how to set up a brand voice using AI. If you have a website, it's as simple as giving you a website and it'll create an entire brand board. I know brand strategists charges to thousands of dollars to do a brand strategy, and literally we had a business at used to spend $700,000 for their wine dispatch for every labels, and now because of AI their expenses come down to $30,000. So 700,000 to 30,000, it's a no-brainer. They were like, I'm just going to slap a sticker on my wine bottle. Why would I spend so much on branding? And they've done it. So it's literally can save a lot of time, money, and efforts. It's not going to replace the good ones. When Canva came into existence, all the graphic designers thought they were going to be out of jobs. But is that the case? No. So there are certain things that Canva can do, but there are certain things that we do need a branding. I use Canva day in and out, but I still have a guy just for branding, right? So there are still things that you need specialists to do, and AI is not going to completely replace them. And the next one we saw was live AI chatbots. How can you create a knowledge base and prime the chatbot to answer questions for you? You can assign the chatbot a role, which can be a customer service bot to answer your customer service stuff, or it can be an appointment setting bot, and that will really, really drill you to book an appointment. You can set up Australian voices, male, female, whatever you want. You can set it up and go fancy. Reviews AI, we discussed about how to get more Google reviews, how to have an AI respond to those reviews. And we discussed about how can you create content for social media, how to write blogs or anything using content AI with prompts. And we did see a voice AI demo. But like promised, I want each one of you to try the 30-day free trial. Like I said, the summer AI that is ending on the 1st of September. This will give you access to all the features of the CRM. We have preloaded each and every account with a $10 US credit. So other than the CRM itself, the additionals you will be paying is for SMS, email, and if you want WhatsApp, that's an add-on, and AI is an add-on. To give you a limit, you can send up to 14,000 emails. So that's a lot of emails. I think SMS is 0.0265. So I want you to go through it. If you want to sign up, you can sign up. So for 30 days, you will not pay a cent for accessing the CRM, for accessing AI employee, or I don't think anyone is going to send more than 14,000 emails. So you will not finish the $10 credit that's already preloaded into your account. If you wish to continue having the workspace, then you pay 100 Australian dollars per month for accessing the entire CRM. Because of the free trial period ending on the September 1st, I've done so many workshops this month. So we've got a community. You can click and join that community for free. You can stay there for a lifetime. You don't have to be a paid member to be there. So in that community is where you can ask questions, and we will post details about our calls. So for the next 4 weeks, you will have weekly accountability calls, and also we will send you an email for my team to set it up for you. So for the next 4 weeks, you will feel supported to basically get the basic setup, and then you can decide if you want to stay. You can play with it. The way I see it is the way I did it. When I onboarded myself, it was a free trial that I onboarded and I signed clients. So I got paid even before I paid HighLevel a single dollar. And that's the approach I would do for any tools, any AI tools. We explore a lot of tools for our team. We always sign up for a free trial, see whether we can use it. If not, then we stop the free trial or we pay. So that's the same approach I would like to take. This is an opportunity for you to try if you're willing to try, because most workshops, the biggest feedback we get is, Priya, you give us so much information, but we don't know what to do. What next? There's no next step. So literally to overcome that obstacle of next steps is what we've come up with this whole offer, that you get a playground to try yourself for 30 days without spending. So try before you buy kind of a model. It's risk-free, but it's up to you if you want to try, or if you have questions, feel free to join the community. That's where we post and engage and ask all the questions. So I would highly encourage you all to try.
Priya, if somebody's looking to start something where they haven't started, what would your suggestion be?
Definitely sign up for this to get started the right way, because you're going to have to develop a website. You're going to do all these different things in 10 different tools. but this is the perfect place if you're starting. If someone wants to start a side hustle or having a side hustle and they want to move to full time, and my recommendation for those women would be this one CRM, which is going to change a lot of things in their life by saving them lots of time. So, definitely, if someone is starting out, thinking about scrapping their website and developing new, highly recommend because of the easy integration with the backend and all the automation it's got. That would be my recommendation. Cool. Any other final questions before we wrap up? Every business has to embrace one or two things to save them time as much as you possible. Instead of doing manual, just try and automate. If you're doing something more than 2 or 3 times, then automate it. That would be our thing.
Yeah, so this works for real estate agents as well. So you can use all the features. You can also list on separate funnel pages if you want to list separate properties. So all of this can be done.
Niche, thank you for spending your Thursday night with us. I hope you got massive value out of it. Don't just take all the information and overthink. Just implement it. Action is what moves the needle. So please take action. There's so much advice in the market because advice is free, right? So, but we've also given you a playground to take action for free. So make use of the offer. This is a no-brainer. $100 a month is nothing. So thank you so much, each and everyone, for joining. And if you have any questions, reach out. If not, have a good night, and I'll be in touch